incrementing will give me 11 now. I get an 11 now. Now I come to the next round, which is the 11th iteration. Fine. So in the 11th iteration, again I check for the condition. So is 11 less than equal to 10? False. So this has been continuing because I started with a value 1 which was less than 10, and every time the I got incremented by 1, okay, and continuing this I finally reached to that particular round where my I was 10. Now finally when my I will become 11, because I will go on incrementing. Now finally when my I becomes 11, I will check this condition, and when I see that the condition is not satisfied, it is false, then you cannot get inside anymore. That is why we will not print. We don't have the 11 printed here, as you can see. So we will simply exit this. Okay, we will simply come out of the for statement. It will come out of the for statement, and in the program we don't have any other statements apart from return 0. So therefore our program will terminate. So this was the explanation, and in this rectangular box I have given the output. Okay, so these are the outputs from 1 to 10. So these are the various outputs that you will get on your output screen from 1 to 20, 1 to 10. Okay, now let me just give you another example. Say, okay, just let me execute one program in an editor. Okay, so let me take a variable I. Okay, and another variable say sum. Okay, and I'm taking sum to be 0. Okay, this is a program. Okay, here what we will do is, it is almost like the previous example. Okay, it's almost like the previous example. Someone please acknowledge if you can view the screen and hear me properly. At least one of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. See, this is almost like the previous example. Okay, I have taken 10 numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, and every time in the previous example, what did we do? We simply printed the value. Yes, we simply printed the value of I. So we printed all the numbers from 1 to 10. Here, what we will do is, every time we get a new value of I, we will add it with the sum. Okay, so here we will, what are we doing is, actually we are, I've written it here, we are simply trying to find the sum of the first 10 natural numbers. It means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. Okay, so we will add each of these numbers and we will have a overall sum. So that is what we are doing here. Okay, so this is a simple example. Initially sum will be taken as 0 because initially sum, there will be no sum, so it has been taken to be 0. But once we start adding, once we start with the process, okay, the sum will be updated. It will keep on updating every time we add a new number. Okay, so I will explain this in the doc file. However, I would just like to show you the result. See, sum of the first 10 natural numbers is equal to 55. So if you add 1 up to 10, you will get the value 55. Okay, or suppose you want to add, okay, okay, let me just first explain this to you. Okay, this is the program. Okay, I'm writing the explanation. Program to find the sum first 10 natural numbers. Okay. Okay, see. Actually, try to understand the program, okay? Okay. See, we will go on updating the sum every time we get a new value. Okay. So this is the program. Fine. Let us try to understand. See, we have taken a variable I and the sum to be 0. Okay. So every time we add a new value, the sum will be updated. So from here we start with the for loop. See, I is 1, I is less than 10, I plus plus. Okay. So initially I is equal to 1. Here, is 1 less than equal to 10? Is 1 less than equal to 10? Yes, true. Okay. So if the condition is true, you get inside. So what do we have? We will not now simply print the value of I. Okay. Instead, we will perform an addition operation. So what am I supposed to do here? I am to add the value of sum with I. Okay. I am to add this value of sum. So what was the initial value of sum? Sum was 0. Right? Sum was 0. I'm writing it here. So initially sum was taken to be 0. Now every time I get a new value of I will go on adding that I with the updated sum. So initially sum was 0. 0 plus I. What is my I now? I is 1. So 0 plus 1 is what? 0 plus 1 is, writing it here, 0 plus is equal to 1. Okay. So sum plus I. 0 plus 1 equal to 1. So now what is my latest value of sum? My latest value of sum is 1 now. So initially my value of sum was 0. Now my latest value of sum is 1. Okay. So sum has been updated. Sum updated to 1. Okay, sum updated to 1. Now, after the sum is updated to 1, we will now go for incrementing. So the value of I will be incremented by 1. So what was I? I was 1. So what will be I now? I will be 2 now. Okay. Again, you check for the condition. Okay, now we are in the second round. We are in the second iteration. Again, we check for the value of I. So is 2 less than equal to 10? Yes, true. Again, you get inside. Again, we will get inside. Again, we will compute this. We will calculate this and our value of sum will be updated. So again, we will perform sum plus I, but we will perform the addition with the latest values. So what was my latest value of sum? Latest value of sum was 1, right? So I will simply write 1 here plus what was my latest I? My latest I was what? 2. So to get the latest values of sum and I, just look back at the previous iteration. There you will get the latest values of sum and I. Okay. So my latest value of sum was 1 from here, and my latest value of I is 2 from here, right? Because it got incremented. This is the value. Now 2, okay, equal to, so what is 1 plus 2? It is 3. So now this 3 will get assigned to sum. Okay, this whatever is there, whatever value you got, that will get assigned to sum, and sum will get updated. So now my latest value of sum is what? It is 3. Fine. So sum updated to, I'm just writing the value here. Sum updated to 3. Okay, sum has updated to 3. Now I plus plus, again it will increment. This will again increment. Now what will be the latest value of I now? It will be 3. Okay, so my, now just have a look. Sum's latest value is 3. I latest value is 3. Now we again check for the condition in the next iteration. So my next iteration here, okay, we again check. Is 3 less than equal to 10? Yes, true. If it is true, then what do we do here? Again we perform the same operation, right? See, we again perform the same operation. Again, sum equal to sum plus I. So, what is the latest value of sum? It is 3. And my latest value of I is also 3, right? It is also 3. So, 3 plus 3. What do I get? I get 6. Okay. So, now sum updated to 6. And I will also get incremented. I will become what? 5. Sorry, 4. Okay, see, this is how it will go on continuing. Of course, I'm not going to show you the whole addition, okay, because I am to add 10 numbers. So this is how it will continue. Fine. Then finally in the 10th iteration, okay, in the 10th iteration, uh, your value of I will be updated to 10. Okay, then you check for the condition again. Is 10 less than equal to 10? Yes, true. Then you again come inside and you again find the sum. Okay, you again find the sum. So here in the sum section, what will you have? Again, you have to add the latest value of sum with the latest value of I. So my latest value of, what do you say? My latest value of I is 10, that I know, but sum I don't know because it will go on incrementing, right? It will go on updating. So in the ninth iteration, you will get a latest value of sum. Yes? So in the ninth, just in the previous iteration, you will have the latest value of sum. So that value will be added with 10 because 10 is the latest value of I. Okay. So with that value, 10 will be added, and finally, so basically your, this must be 45 because your total is 55 and you add a 10. Okay, so this must be 45. So till the ninth iteration, your latest value of sum must be 45. Fine. Then you add this latest value of sum with the 10 with this value of I, and you get a total of what? 55. Okay, you get 55 as the latest value. Again, your value of I will be incremented and you will get 11. Again, your 11th iteration will start. Fine. Now, is 11 less than equal to 10? False. Now, since this is false, therefore you cannot get inside and you come to the next part of the program. So you will terminate this for statement execution. You come out of the for statement. Now you come to this printf statement. So what do you have in this printf statement? The sum of the first 10 natural numbers equal to %d, right? So this is how your result will be printed. And what is %d? Instead of %d, what are we going to print? The value that we obtain for sum. And what is your sum? It is 55. So this statement will get executed. I have already shown it to you in the editor. Okay, 55 will be executed, and finally get ch and return 0. Your program terminates. Now, is it clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody has any doubt? Okay, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine, good. Okay, now we will look at another. We will not start with while or do while today, because we will start it in the next class. I will show you another example of for. Okay, just wait. I will show you how we can use if statement inside for. Okay. Now here itself I'll try to show you. Just first let me write down the program. Okay, plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10. Yes, correct. Have you understood what I tried to do here? I have given it already. See what in the previous example, what did we do? We tried to add all the numbers from 1 to 10. Yes. Here we will not add all the numbers. Instead, what we will do is we will simply try to find the even numbers between 1 and 10. Okay. We will simply find the even numbers between 1 and 10, and we will try to add those even numbers. Okay, so this is, let me just rename it as even sum. I'm trying to find the sum of the even numbers. So this is the even sum. Okay. I'm just updating the variable as even sum. Okay. See, we will start from the very beginning, because I am doing is first I will take all the 10 numbers from 1 to 10. Okay. So to take all the 10 numbers, you have to use the for loop. Yes. You have to start with I equal to 1, and it will end at I equal to 10. So this has to be taken. Then there are two ways of doing it. Okay, one way is to use an if statement. Okay, an if statement inside the for loop. Okay, so here what I have done is I have taken the if statement. So here I will look for a condition. You know that what are even numbers? Even numbers are those that are divisible by 2. Yes. So what I have done is I have given it here. If I modulus 2 equal to 0. So I hope you all remember the modulus operator. What does the modulus operator return? It returns the remainder. Yes. So if I say a number is fully divisible by 2, what do you understand? That means to be fully divisible, the remainder must be what? 0. Right? So that is why I have used the modulus operator here. So the I that I will get from here, okay, the I that I will get from here, if that I is fully divisible by 2, of course my remainder will be 0. Right? And that means what? That means that I is an even number. Only if that number is found to be even, then I will enter and I will try to find the sum, just like in the previous example. Okay, so here I have placed a condition. So if the number is found to be fully divisible by 2, so this is the condition for even number. If that number is found to be fully divisible by 2, that means it is an even number, then you will get inside and you will try to find the sum. But if I get a I which is not divisible by 2, that means suppose I get 3, the value of I is 3. Okay, so what is 3 modulus 2? So if you divide 3 by 2, what remainder do you get? You get a remainder of 1, right? So this condition is not satisfied because 3 modulus 2 is not equal to 0, it is equal to 1. So this condition is not satisfied. Then we will exclude that number. Okay, that number will not be added. Okay, so only if the number is, only if this condition is satisfied, that is only if the number is found to be even, that number will enter the block and it will simply add the, we will find the sum. Okay, so it is the same logic, just that we have given a condition at the top here before entering the block, right? So for one this will not be satisfied, right? Then for 2 this will be satisfied. Okay, so even sum has been taken to be 0, so 0 plus 2 is what? 2. So my even sum is 2 now. Fine, I'm just writing it here. So my even sum is 2 now. Then when I will be 3, 3, for 3 this will not be satisfied, excluded. Then I have 4. Okay, now I have 4, so 4 modulus 2 will be satisfied, you get inside. So again this will be updated. So what was your latest even sum? Your latest even sum was 2. Okay, and what is your latest I? Your latest I is 4. So what is 2? Sorry, what is 2 plus 4? 2 plus 4 is 6, right? So you have a 6 now. You have a value of 6 now. Okay, this is the latest value of 6. Next, so I'm just updating, I'm just mentioning the sums here. Okay, next again your I becomes 5. So for 5 this will not be satisfied. Then your I becomes 6. Now for 6 this will be satisfied because 6 modulus 2 is 0. Yes, true, it is totally divisible by 2. You get inside. Okay, what was the latest even sum? It was 6. And what is your I? I is also 6. So 6 plus 6 is what? 12. So I give 12 here, right? Then 7 will be skipped. 7 is not number. Then you come to 8. So 8 modulus 2 is 0. Yes, true, you get inside. What was your latest even sum? It was 12. And after you add 12 to I is 8. It is what? 20. So you get a 20 now, right? Again, your value of I will be 9. 9 will be skipped. Then, not skipped actually, the value will not be, the condition will not be satisfied. So this block will be skipped. Then you get I equal to 10. Okay. Then after you get I equal to 10, so you get inside 10 modulus 2 is equal to 10. Sorry, 0. Yes, true. Again, you get inside, what do you get? Even sum plus I. So what is the latest even sum? It is 20 plus I. What is the latest I? I is 10. So 20 plus 10 is 30. Fine. Again you get outside. Again your I increments by 1. I becomes 11. Is, but however you, for 11 you don't have to check this because it will stop here itself, right? Because 11 will be checked against this condition. Against this condition. So since 11 is not less than equal to 10, therefore you directly come out of the entire for loop. Okay. So if you can see, this is the latest value of sum, and that value will be printed here. Have you understood this program? So you will be given programs like this. Okay. You will be given programs like this. Here I have asked you to display the numbers, the even numbers, sum of the even numbers. You might be asked to find the sum of odd numbers, or you might be even asked to find the sum of those numbers which are divisible by 5. Okay, say between 1 to 20. You are asked to take numbers between 1 to 20, and you have to find the sum of those numbers between 1 to 20 which are divisible by 5. So if you see that way, you have only 4 numbers. It is 5, 10, 15 and 20, right? So you have to find the sum of those 4 numbers only. So in that case also you will have to make use of conditions like this if statement. Okay, so this is how it works. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. About.